Warren Davis, and you're watching the Evercade Effect.
Oh yeah, everybody. We're talking about the latest firmware update as of making this video, and that's for the new mouse support that Blaze added. We're going to test that out. So for those of you unaware, real quick, for the VS and VSR version 4.06, they added mouse support for these games. We're going to go ahead and test them out. I've updated to the latest firmware, and then I'll let you know, do I think this really adds any value? Does it make the games better? Does it make it more playable? Or are they still just meh? So what I have in here is I've got Broken Sword, so we can go ahead and start that. So here's the thing, though, is that you still have to use your regular controller. I'll just go to my last save. And notice now there's the icon there, too, and you can adjust. We're going to see you can also adjust the sensitivity and all that. And so you have your controller plugged into slot 1. They say have your mouse plugged into anything else. I plugged it into 2, and it lit up right away. Wow, this takes a long time to load and go to my save. All right. Okay. Oh, wow. This is so I can still do this. Oh, where the hell was I? I was way over there.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Now, if I go to controls, nothing there.
Oh, my handsome.
I probably have to go.
What can you tell me about this tissue?
And quit the game and go back in. See if I can adjust the options, right? So I wonder if I can right click. But I have to go. This game still feels like not quite right.
That's right.
This is cool that it is working.
You weird.
But okay, at least it's not as jittery, but it just still feels kind of weird since the update. Of course, it still doesn't fix this horrendous loading screen, right? It still doesn't fix that at all. Let's see, if I just want to go around, see, and if I just go there. The problem is it still feels like there's just a little bit of lag with the game. I mean, the mouse works. At least they fixed it so now my character, the main character, walks at normal speed. Let's see.
There was nothing inside the tent except a large toolbox.
It just took a moment for it to catch up. Maybe that's what it is. Let me just start moving the mouse around. But I mean, otherwise, I mean, yeah, it's mouse support. Okay, so that was Broken Sword. I'm not going to play the second one because I really haven't gotten into the second one, but I assume it would be the same. Now, the other collection, what else do I have in there? Yes, I have the Shipmat Brothers Collection 2. And we just have Z. Let's load up Z and see if that's any better or not. I tell you though, these PlayStation games take forever to load. I feel like I could have had 2 glasses of water. Oh my gourd. I mean, yeah, it's still in beta, but I mean, come on. I mean, I guess 5 years later is better than nothing. Well, I'm really curious to test it on some of the other Atari games. I really can't wait. Now we'll see Z. Because people were saying, oh yeah, you'd like it better with mouse support. I don't know. Wow. Loading. This is just horrendous. Loading. Good Lord. All right.
Let's do it.
New game. I mean, the mouse support so far seems fine. It really does. All right. And I could just double left click and skip that nonsense. I'll just kind of see. Loading. Good Lord. I bet this was even slower loading on the PS1. Those of you in the comments, let me know in the comment section below. Wow. I feel like half this video we're just waiting on all these games to load, but yeah. Once we're done with these, then we'll move on to the next. Move on to the next two. That's why you can see the spaces behind me there. All right, so
Radar activated.
Fronts reporting.
so the scroll the scroll mouse doesn't work.
Fronts reporting.
Ooh, this is ooh.
Reporting.
Let me see if for this game a little bit of a little too much acceleration. Edit controls. Huh. I swear I thought it said you could adjust the mouse settings, unless you have to go under like the settings itself. Let's take a look here and see if I can find. We go under system. I swear I thought there was something that said it was adjustable, or somebody in the chat said it was adjustable, but oh, mouse speed. Oh, okay. What if we do slow? See if that's better. But it's not per game though, which is kind of a bummer. It'll take 5,000 years to load back into this game, but I do want to see that. I was hoping in the game itself I could have gone ahead and adjusted it. My apologies. This is taking so long, but I just kind of feel like everyone needs to be reminded. Yeah, could I have gone back into this? No, but you need to be reminded of how long these PlayStation games take to load. I think this is an Evercade thing, because back when I first got back into emulation before Evercade, and I loaded PS1 games on a Fire Stick, were a lot faster. I don't know the Fire Stick is the fastest device, but we got to wait through this. We got to wait through loading. But yeah, the mouse for this game still felt really floaty. We'll see if it's any better. All right, we'll see if it's any better. Yeah, feel free just to fast forward in the video until we actually get to it. All right. Okay, that might have been better. New game. But I will say this, at least having a mouse, it does get me a little more excited to want to play this game. All right. Click the bullshit. Come on. We're 8 minutes into this video. We've only tested 2 games so far. Don't worry, when we get to the Atari, we'll get to the other non-PS1 games, it'll be quite a bit faster. Yeah, these virgin soldiers are taking forever to load. Maybe that's why they're virgins. That guy just looks like he's having a bad day. I wouldn't want to be him. So now we'll wait here. A little bit. Good God. Seeing if I'm supposed to hear any audio. Okay.
Radar activated.
Fronts reporting. Fronts
Better, but it still feels a little bit floaty.
Unit yes, sir.
And you can't. And what really sucks, big time, is you can't use the scroll mouse to go down, like you could on a PC. You just kind of have to do that, or right click. Okay, it works. Yeah, for me, it's still feeling a little bit floaty. So all right, let me go ahead and we'll eject these games, and we'll go to the next set of games here. All right, so for the next set of games, we've got the Delphine Collection and the Team 17 Collection. So let's go ahead and give that a taste. And on the Team 17, we have Arcade Pool. And that's the only one. So let's do that. I know people swear up and down by this game, right? But I know that for me, this game was completely unplayable without mouse support. It was just so horrendous. Now, I moved it to be the mouse support to be down slower, and we'll see if that helps at all. Okay, I was able to click. And it'll take a little while for it to load. Now, if I could start the game with the controller, that'd be pretty neat. This is better. This doesn't feel nearly as I would hope so, being that it's a C64. All right. Wait, crap. Do I get to go? Or did I accidentally derp it? Why am I not getting to... Oh, now player one. Okay. Okay. This plays like a bazillion times better. Foul. I'm not necessarily sure if I 100% like this game yet, but definitely with the mouse, it makes all the difference, right? And then this game has gone from unplayable to very much playable. Okay, they got a foul. All right, so let's see. Gotta kind of... I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. So I like that once you kind of hold that down, you can still move, and then you press 2. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. So I'm red. Boom. Yes, this game is actually fun. I could imagine this like 2 players. This game is actually fun. Wow. And that was one of the things I was saying, like way back. If you go look at my initial video, my first impressions, that this game freaking desperately needed mouse support. Because just to kind of move it and figure out where it's going, and you kind of need that precision. But definitely making the mouse and moving it down slow really helps. So yes, so far with mouse support, this is the best game that I played in mouse support arcade pool. Night and day. I was going to say light and day difference. All right, so now on the Dolphin collection, we have, what do we have? We have Future Wars, and did they add it for? Did they just add it for Future Wars? I thought, did they add it also for Operation Stealth? An Operation Stealth, okay. So these 2 games, of course. Let's see if I already have a freaking like save state somewhere. I totally don't remember this game at all. Oh, you can actually right-click, examine. Very cool. Very difficult. I mean, take door. Okay, you can actually double-click and move. Okay. Yeah, the mouse here is like a lot more solid. With Z, it still felt like really floaty. See if I can take this. Take insecticide. Why can't I friggin' move to it though? I'm double clicking and I'm right clicking. Examine, use, operate, speak. Okay, now that I'm here. Examine the insecticide. All right. Can I take it? You have to remove the canister. Okay. See, that's pretty. Dude, actually. So the annoying thing is, yes, you do have to go back to that if you want to save. But the problem that I had was kind of clicking on some of these things that took a little bit of precision. Okay, so you can walk over to stuff. And maybe it was just being dookie. Okay, it's working now. I think if you just like go over here to click, but when you click on something, like if I want to examine the sink, it's a white ceramic sink. So this is a lot more playable. This is a lot more. This game needed this. Wow. Okay. Will I go back and play it? Maybe, but It became unplayable to playable. I'm amazed. Operation Stealth. I bet this is going to kind of play the same way. If I remember this game still being very frustrating. Examine. Like, he doesn't look happy. Oh, speed. Oh, Mr. Officer, my name is Glamour John James. See, I kind of like this better not having the voice like in Broken Sword, because I kind of feel like you can just, you know, click through the text and you can read it faster and you don't have to wait. Am I supposed to be able to go in there? Examine the door. But yeah, definitely much better. A bazillion times better. All right, so far we have a few games where mouse support actually did make a big difference. Does it make me actually want to go back and play the game? Maybe. But we still have 2 more carts we got to take a look at. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. All right, we got Atari 1 and 2. Save the best for last. So let's go ahead and take a look. And of course, we have Steeplechase, Diamonds to Demons, I'm very curious, and Street Racer. Huh. Very, very weird. So I guess, let's see, Night Driver. I don't know if that's going to make any difference. Still make that a good game or not. Kind of weird that they added mouse support for this game, but, you know. Oh, let me switch over. Sorry. I'm getting tripped up on my mouse. Okay, I was switched over. Now, I think you still have to use. I don't even know if the game. Okay, so how the hell do you play this now? What? I think this still sucks. Yeah, this still sucks. Hold on a second. Am I getting tripped up on this one? The mouse input may need to be faster. Yeah, okay. This game sucks. I didn't like it with or without mouse support. Totally horrible. I'll try. Sorry. I'll try Demons to Diamonds and see before I move the mouse. I'm really curious to see if that'll make any difference. Oh, where are you? Diamonds to Diamonds. An Atari collection, which I like this game. But yeah, that other game, I just can't even see what the hell I'm doing. Ooh. I don't know if this is better or not. This is still pretty cool, though. Maybe this is better. I don't know. Maybe this is better. Okay. And actually, yeah, this is on low. Which I think maybe it's more accurate like this. Okay, actually, I'm liking this. Wow. Okay. Oh no. So wow, this. All right. I was gonna say let me start again. That was just a warm-up round. Let's do this. Okay, maybe is it not actually? Why the hell isn't it starting? Okay. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. Once I got kind of used to the firing, actually kind of neat. I just kind of have I kind of have to play it at this different angle. That's kind of the thing that's different because my desk isn't really set up here to use the mouse. Oh my god! But yeah, no, definitely this game is a big difference. All right. I could go on forever playing this, and I don't know if it makes me play as a better player or not. But yeah, definitely a great. Oh no, you know what? I would say great experience. But we still have one more game. I think we do. We have Steeplechase. I guess I'll try that. That's what I wanted to go in for. Yeah, Steeplechase is the last game on here that I support. And let's see if this will really make a difference or not. I don't know. Am I gonna have to? I think I'm gonna have to choose. Where is Steeplechase? But yeah, I could go on and play that a lot longer. All right, start. And will it automatically detect the mouse? I have no idea what I'm doing. I guess you move the horsey legs by doing that. Ah! Weird. Of course, it helps if my timing is right. Ah! This is ridiculous, by the way. It's all right. I don't know. Is that how high you're supposed to jump, or? I don't know. I really don't know. Does this just go on endlessly? Okay, I'm bored. So yeah, and that's why I almost shamefully forgot about it. But yeah, Demons of Diamonds definitely the best game with support. But still, though, the Delphine Collection, actually playing those 2-point-and-click adventure games. Wow, that made a big difference. Those played like if I was playing PC games or point and click. Broken Sword was very close. It still seemed a little weird with the mouse. I don't know. I kind of had mixed feelings. But yeah, all the other games are crap. Oh, and Arcade Pool was awesome. But yeah, some of the other games like the Atari Driver, that was, Knight Rider or whatever. That game was crap to begin with, and it's even crappier with the mouse. Z, yeah, that feels very floaty. That feels like the support for that was implemented badly. But kudos on Blaze, we finally got it, be it 5 years later. But I've been saying for a while that we needed the support. If they're going to put out a game with mouse support, you've got to have it. And like Arcade Pool just made it night and day. That game was very playable. You could select what you needed to. The Amiga and Commodore games had the best mouse support for sure. I would hope so because they're a computer, right? They're kind of designed, around all that. I also, in closing out, wanted to say that you notice Blaze did not implement keyboard support, and I don't think we'll ever get keyboard support for one reason, because then you could go in, you could get into RetroArch, you could get into the emulator settings, you could probably mess stuff up, and Blazes doesn't want that. But let me know in the comments below if this is something that you played around with, on your VS. Are you excited about the mouse support, or is it just like, yeah? And if you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. I do a lot of cool things. I'm going to go ahead and thank my channel members to make all this possible. Thank you so much for everyone watching, and bye-bye.
Thanks, Crashline, Immortal Sojourn, Amber Cummings, Joe Whitlush, Alex Groot.